What's up? Hold on, oh boy. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Tomorrow, Thursday, 1 week exactly from tomorrow, we'll be sitting here, not sitting here, we'll be basically, we've already had our pick in the draft, and the first round will still be going on, and we'll see what we're going to see. I think the Cowboys have done a good job of letting everybody know we don't know where the hell we're going to draft. We just don't know, and that's probably a good thing that they've got their options open. Before I get back to the Cowboys, I see that the Commanders are going to be moving. The Commanders are leaving Maryland. Yes, you didn't hear about that? Yes, they're going to be packing their stuff up in 5 years. They're going to be going, yes, it's a $3+ billion package, it looks like, to go to the RFK site back into Washington, D.C. So I believe the Commanders are putting up like $2.4 billion, and D.C. is putting up like $800 million to go with it. And it looks like they will be going to where the site of their 3 Super Bowl victories, RFK Stadium, the toxic waste dump that they've been working on taking down. The last time I was looking at it, they had started gutting out the interior of it, was pretty much done. Because there's so much toxic waste in there, including asbestos, and because of the sensitive nature of it being right there by the Anacostia River, which is already polluted to begin with, they didn't want to enclose it and have all that stuff just get blown over the place. But the Commanders will be going back to Washington, D.C. It's been a long, long time. I think it was 1995 when Raljohn, Maryland opened up a FedEx field. Well, excuse me, not FedEx. It's not Fed. I don't even know what it's called anymore. FedEx is like, we don't want our name on that garbage because it don't deliver. The question though is, I wasn't there for the game last year. I know they put like $50 million into the stadium to make it look better. You know, the team played better and things like that. But that stadium really is bad. And to think that it's going to be 4 more years of playing in that stadium, that place literally, railing fell almost on Jalen Hurts. The seats, people were tearing them off. It's just the facade outside, you just see the rust streaks on it. Now again, I wasn't there last year. New ownership came in. Maybe they got some Rust-Oleum and they painted over the rust. Maybe they got some new seats to cover it up, and maybe they took care of, got some navel jelly on the rusted rails to try and support those things. But hats off to the Commanders getting that thing done and getting ready to move to D.C. Makes you wonder, will they get a new name? Okay, back to the Cowboys. Stephen Jones, since he said, with the air quotes, the so-called Super Bowl drought, and everybody went, ha, look at that fool. He's been actually working like he's trying to win. I know that's crazy to think about, but it actually and truly feels like they're trying to do some things. He said 2 weeks ago, well, we're looking at some trades. We're not done yet. And, we're going to be looking at some things to try and improve our roster and our situation here. With Cooper Rush getting the deal with the Baltimore Ravens and Trey Lance just being, just ass. We understand we had a position that we need where we could go in the draft and try and get a quarterback, but there's not really any good ones there. And we wanted to get a guy at least had some game experience. So, we got an arrogant guy in Joe Milton who thinks he's good enough to be a starter. Maybe he'll push Dak Prescott. And so we looked at it and said we took a 5th round pick and we swapped that with the 5 and we bring Joe Milton here. And we look at it as he's only $3.5 million for the next 3 years. And when you think that we paid Trey Lance to just throw interceptions here, we literally paid him $5.3 million. So we feel we got the better of that deal. And you have to look and say, okay, yeah, you're definitely better doing that than what you did with Trey Lance. And Cooper Rush, he got a $6 million deal. So, that might not be the worst thing in the world. And that leaves another draft pick where you can use in another area. And, this is now 3 trades that the Cowboys have made to try and get the roster better. And actually, I won't say a trade. Well, it was a trade, but it was more of a swap because you got a player and then you also got back a pick. So you still have the same number of picks. And he's kind of hinted that, we're not done with free agents yet. Although most of the free agents are pretty much done. But there are guys out there like Von Miller, if you think that there's still something in the tank. There's guys like Keenan Allen and Tyler Lockett that are out there and things. So, he's basically gone on and said, we're going to spend to the cap. And right now, we are the 6th highest cap space at the moment. And if they ever get Micah Parsons done, they'll be in the 2nd spot. So there's not necessarily a lot of money to spend on free agents at this point because most of the big names are gone. But there's strength in numbers. And it's been a good week because Micah Parsons, he looked like he was a man possessed. He looked like laser focused. He looked like Debo over there, like Craig. Yeah, Craig. Yeah, he looked like he was crazy. Straight up crazy. So, some good things are happening with the Cowboys. The typical haters are basically saying the Cowboys suck and that they're not going to do anything, which is typical. But I'm okay with that. So we're just going to keep on rocking and rolling. Just keep rolling with the punches and see what we do. I think it's been a good off season in comparison to other Cowboys off seasons. And I'm tired, as you can see. I'm definitely yawning about the fallout. But I'm happy with where we are right now. And let me say, I've had so many people I haven't heard from in a long time that have, like Blue Virus, that have reached out to me just to check on me. And I have to say I'm really and truly grateful for all of you that have. And I know so many others have lost loved ones. I am not alone. We're all in this stuff together. And as Blue Virus said, Cowboys Nation, we got to stick together and stand up for each other. And no truer words have been spoken. Alrighty, good people. Today was a good day. And remember, good people, remember, tell the people you love how much you love them. Life goes by too quick, and you don't want to waste your time. God willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow, but I have to show you guys little Tyler, little baby bobblehead. Thank you, Tyler. He's up here with Tony Romo and Sean Lee. Shout out to Tyron Smith, who was truly a warrior for the Cowboys. Love you guys. Peace.